For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these April granny squares. These are both same patterns. I just use different colors and I really like it. So I'm going to use different colors again today. So if it doesn't look the same, it's just the same pattern. I'm just using different colors. Well, it's pretty much the same colors, but in different order. So I don't think what type of yarn you use matters as long as it's the same type. Like if you're using all acrylic, then I suggest you use all acrylic, or you should use all cotton. Today I'm gonna be using all medium weight acrylic yarn, a size 3.25mm hook. I would suggest you use the recommended hook that goes with your yarn that you're using. You would also need scissors and stitch marker if you are still having trouble finding a beginning stitch, because that's what I am. So I need a stitch marker and some sewing needle. Okay, so let's get right into it. So you're gonna need 6 colors. If one, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6 colors. If you're doing the same thing as me, if you want different colors, otherwise you can just use a few colors and just change each row, I guess. Row 1. You're gonna start by making a magic circle or magic ring. So however you do your magic circle, go ahead and do that. This is how I do my magic circle. I use the double crochet magic ring method. You can find a slower version of me explaining more how to do this magic ring in my other videos. So I don't think it's necessary that you do this double magic ring, but however you make your magic ring, that would still work. So once you're done with your magic ring, you're gonna chain 1, and that doesn't count as a stitch. Now you're gonna make a half a double crochet into the circle. So to make a half a double crochet, you're gonna yarn over, insert your hook into your chain, yarn over your working yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's 1 half a double crochet. I'm gonna insert my stitch marker, another double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook. That's 2. So you're gonna continue working 10 more half a double crochet into your magic circle, and I'll meet you at the end when you have 12 half a double crochet in the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, and 12. So 12 half a double crochet into your magic ring. Then you're gonna slip stitch into the first stitch that we just made. Slip stitch right there. Okay, pull your end tail to tighten up the gap in the center. And you can yarn those tail in now or do it later. I might have to do it later. I will change the color, so I'm gonna yarn 1 just to close the end. Then I'm gonna cut my yarn. I thought about leaving the tail out, but it's a little long. So Then you're gonna get your second color if you're changing colors like me. For row 2, we're gonna make 2 double crochet bubble into the space between the stitches. So these are the stitches, but we're gonna be working in between the stitches. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but yeah, the space between the 2 stitches, that's where we're gonna be working for round 2. For round 2, according to the pattern, it says to make it a standing stitch. And from what I read, standing stitch means instead of you attaching your yarn and then chaining one and then actually make your stitch after that, or chaining 2 that will count as a stitch, instead of that, you're gonna actually make the stitch, the first one. So for round 2, you're gonna make a 2 double bubble crochet into the space between those 2 stitches, right? So let me say it again. For round 2, we're gonna make 2 double crochet bubble stitch into the space between the stitches, not the actual stitch, but the space between them. And to start that row, you're gonna start with a standing stitch. So how I make my standing stitch is, so the pattern says to make a 2 double bubble crochet. So you're gonna yarn over. That's the standing stitch. I'm not attached to my round 1 yet. I made a loop on my yarn, attach my hook, hold the tail end of the yarn at the back of my round 1, so I have like a little bit of tension. And this is how I make my standing stitch. For a double bubble crochet, to make a double bubble standing stitch, the beginning, when you're starting your row, you're gonna yarn over, insert your hook in between the 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, go back in between those 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through 2, then pull through remaining loops on your hook. And that is a standing stitch. It means it's, from what I can see, it means it's a stitch, but it doesn't start with like a regular 2 chain that you would normally do for a double crochet. And this is your first double bubble crochet. So we're gonna make 12 double bubble crochet in between all the stitches around. Chain 2, and this is how you make your double bubble stitch. After you chain 2, you're gonna yarn over, find the next chain space between the stitch. So to make a double bubble stitch, you're gonna yarn over, insert your hook in between the next stitch space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then you're gonna yarn over again, go back into that same stitch space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through the remaining, and that is your second bubble stitch. Chain 2, yarn over, go into the space between the 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull through 2, then you're gonna yarn over again and go back into the same stitch space, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then pull through the rest. Chain 2. So make 12 double bubble crochet in between chain stitches around with a chain 2 between them. So you will make double bubble, chain 2, double bubble. Keep repeating this around. So make a double bubble stitch, chain 2, double bubble stitch, chain 2, all the way around, and I'll meet you towards the end. Okay, so I'm at the last bubble. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into that same stitch space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all remaining hoops. And at the end, you're gonna chain 2 and slip stitch into the first bubble stitch that you made. I forgot to put my stitch marker. You should have 12 double bubble stitches with 12 chain 2 in between. So once you slip stitch into that first double bubble crochet, you're gonna chain 1 and cut a short tail so I can work over the ends. For round 3, we're gonna work into the chain 2 spaces in round 2. And we're gonna start with a standing stitch again. So make a loop your yarn, attach your hook. If you have a different way of making a standing stitch, I would suggest you go ahead and do that. This is how I do mine. I've been learning and it's not really perfect, but it takes some getting used to. So we're gonna work into those chain 2 spaces. And we're making, this time we're gonna make a 4 double bubble crochet. Instead of 2 double bubble crochet, we're gonna make 4. So yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, then go back into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into the chain 2 space again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over. For the final time, go back into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining stitch. Then chain 3. Now we're gonna make another one into the next chain. So yarn over. This is how you make a 4 double bubble crochet. Yarn over, go into the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, go back into the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, then yarn over for the third time, go back into chain 2 space, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2, and for the fourth and final time you're gonna yarn over, go into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull through 2, then pull through the remaining stitches, and then you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So keep doing that. Make 4 double bubble crochet, chain 3, and a 4 double bubble crochet again in the chain 2 spaces across, and I'll meet you towards the end. If you're still having difficulties, I would link a video explaining more on how to do the 4 double bubble crochet and the double bubble crochet And I would have it linked up there so you can find that video and watch if you're still having trouble with it. So that's 2. Yarn over, 3, 4. So I'm at the last end, last stitch, chain 3. You're gonna yarn over once again for your 4 double crochet bubble. You're gonna yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, go back into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, go into the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then for the last time you're going to yarn over, go into your chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining loops on your hook. Chain 3 and slip stitch into the first 4 double bubble crochet that you made. And I'm gonna change the color, so and that is your round 3. This is the part we're gonna be making now. For round 4, we're starting with a standing stitch, but this time we're gonna make a front post single crochet. To make your first standing front post single crochet, you're gonna insert your hook in between the chain 3 space, attach your yarn, pull through, then you're gonna go in front of the bubble stitch. You're gonna go in front into the next chain 3 space, then yarn over, pull through, and then you're gonna finish it off like a regular single crochet. Yarn over and pull through 2, and that is your front post single crochet. So I'm gonna attach my stitch marker here. Okay, so once you have that first front post single crochet done, you're gonna chain 2, then we're gonna make a front post double crochet around the 2 bubble crochet from round 2. So this is round 2, this is round 3. To make a front post double crochet, you're gonna yarn over, insert your hook in the space between the current bubble stitch that you're gonna work with and the previous stitch bubble stitch. You're gonna yarn over, insert your hook between that space. This is what it looks from the back. You're in between those spaces. Then you're gonna go over that, then out on the other end in the next stitch space, I should say. Then yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through 2. So after that you're gonna chain 2 again, And this time you're gonna make a front post single crochet around the 4 double bubble crochet in row 3. So go behind the bubble stitch and out through the next chain 3 space, yarn over, grab yarn and pull up a loop. Then yarn over and finish your single crochet. Okay, so one more time I'm going to show you the front post double crochet. So before you do that, you're going to chain 2. After you make your front post single crochet, you're going to chain 2, then yarn over, insert your hook into the space between the double bubble stitch in round 2, exit through the next bubble space, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your front post double crochet. Chain 2. Now we're going to make a front post single crochet around the 4 double bubble crochet. Go in through the chain 3 space and then out again in the next chain 3 space, then yarn over, pull up a loop, and then finish your single crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, go into the chain space between the 2 bubble crochet this time, out the next bubble space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and finish your double crochet. Chain 2. I'll show you one more time and then you can finish the rest on your own. We just did a front post double crochet, so we're gonna do a front post single crochet next. So chain 2, insert your hook into the chain 3 space and out through the next chain 3 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and finish your single crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 and make a front post double crochet. So you're going to do the same pattern all the way around and I'll meet you towards the end. I'm at the last front post single crochet and I chain 2, and you're going to end with a front post double crochet and a chain 2. So front post double crochet and then chain 2. Finish up by slip stitching into the first front post single crochet that you made and cut off your yarn. For round 5 we're going to do another standing stitch, and this time we're going to make a double crochet. To start, we're going to attach our yarn to the front post single crochet that we made. To make a standing double crochet stitch, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the front post double crochet stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and that's your standing double crochet stitch. And we're going to make another double crochet stitch into the same stitch, another double crochet. You're going to chain 2, yarn over and make 2 more double crochets into that same space. So that's 2 double crochet, chain 2, another 2 double crochet. You're gonna chain 2 again and then make 2 more double crochets into that same space. So you have 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a 2 double crochet. Next you're gonna make a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, find the chain, the front post double crochet chain, into your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. It's a double treble crochet. You're gonna make another one into your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Chain 2, make 2 more treble crochet into that same chain space. So 1, 2, yarn over, make 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochet. Now for the last time you're gonna chain 2 and make another 2 treble crochet into the same space. That's 1 and 2. And for the next front post double crochet, you're gonna make double crochet, another double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochet. Then you're gonna chain 2 and make 2 more double crochets into that same space. So you're gonna have 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets. The next one you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and chain 2, another 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, go back into that same chain space, make another 2 double crochet. So that's 1 and 2. And then you're gonna chain 2 and make 2 more double crochet. So the chain 2 spaces are only between the shells. All these clusters here, there's no chaining between those space here. So make sure you don't do any space between those. It's only these double stitches here. So next you're gonna make 2 treble crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up our yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. One more time. chain 2, make 2 more treble crochet. Chain 2 and 2 more. This is the pattern you're gonna make. In the next stitch you're gonna make a 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, another 2 double crochet, and in the next stitch you're gonna make another one like that too. So for the next 2 stitches here, they're gonna be double crochets, and this one is gonna be the treble crochet. So 6 double crochets and 2 chain 2 in this one, same in here, and then a treble crochet clusters in here, which is 2 treble crochet, chain 2, 2 treble crochets, chain 2 again, and then a final 2 treble crochet. And I'll meet you towards the end. So this is my treble crochet. Next I'm gonna make a double crochet. And remember, there's no chaining when you're moving into the next front post double crochet. That only chains between the double crochets that you create. So see, like this, you can see you have treble, a cluster of treble, a cluster of double, double, and then treble. So you're gonna do double, double, treble, double, double, and so forth. Okay, so I'm at the last front post double crochet, and if you're doing it the way I'm doing, then the last cluster of stitches that would go in here would be the double crochets. So yarn over, make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, make 2 more double crochets, chain 2, and make the final 2 double crochet. Slip stitch into the first standing double crochet that you made, and cut your yarn, because I'm going to use a different color on the next round. This is what it should look like. For the final round, we're gonna start with another standing stitch, another double crochet, standing stitch, and you're gonna do that, make your standing stitch in the chain 2 space between the double crochets. So any double crochet. So in the previous round you have the double crochet clusters and the treble crochet clusters. So you're gonna attach your yarn in the double crochet cluster. Doing any chain 2 space is fine. Since we are making a standing double crochet, we're gonna yarn over, go into the chain 2 space between the double crochets, not the treble, the double crochets. You're gonna go in that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then pull through remaining 2. And that is your first standing double crochet. Now you're gonna make another double crochet in the same chain space. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. And in the next chain 2 space, you're gonna make another 2 double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, go back into the chain space, and make another double crochet. Now, between the 2 clusters of the double crochets, you're gonna place a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, go into that space, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the final 2 loops. Next is the chain 2 double crochet space. You're gonna insert 2 double crochets into that space. So yarn over, pull up a loop, make 1 double crochet, make another double crochet. In the next chain 2 space between the double crochets, you're gonna place 2 more double crochets. Trying to work over my end tail here. And between the double crochet clusters and the treble crochet clusters, you're gonna insert another treble crochet. Place another treble crochet between that. And now when you're at the treble crochet in the first chain 2 space, you're gonna insert a treble crochet, another treble crochet, and another treble crochet. So 3 treble crochet in the first chain 2 space between the clusters of 2 treble crochets in the previous row. You're going to insert 3 treble crochet. And the next stitch, you're not going to make the next stitch in the next chain 2 space between the treble crochets. You're actually going to make your stitch in between the 2 treble crochets in the middle. So yarn over twice, insert your hook between the 2 middle treble, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your first treble crochet. Then you're gonna chain 1 and then make another treble crochet into that same space between the 2 previous treble crochets. Next, you're gonna make 3 more treble crochets into the chain 2 space. So 1, 2, 3. After that, you're gonna make 1 more treble crochet into the space between the treble crochet shell and the double crochet shell. So insert a treble crochet, and then you're going to work 2 double crochet into the next chain space. Then 2 more double crochet into the next chain space. Then a treble crochet into this, it's not a chain space, but between the 2 clusters of double crochets, and then make 2 double crochet into the next chain space, another 2 double crochet into the next chain space, and then a treble crochet between the clusters. Okay, between every chain 2 in the double crochet clusters, you're gonna make 2 double crochets, and between the shells, these are the shells, you're gonna make a double treble crochet. You're gonna insert a double treble between the clusters, and in the double crochet cluster, in the chain 2 space, you're gonna put 2 double crochet each. And for the treble crochet cluster, in the first chain 2 space, you're gonna insert a 3 treble crochet. Then between the 2 treble crochets, you're gonna insert a treble crochet, a chain 1, a treble crochet, and in the next chain 2 space, you're gonna insert 3 treble crochet. So continue doing that around, and I'll meet you towards the end. Okay, so once you're finished your third treble crochet in the chain 2 space in the treble crochet clusters, you have 1 more treble to add in this between those 2 clusters. Slip stitch into the first chain and cut your yarn within your tails. And this is your April granny square. If you like this tutorial, please like the video. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching.